You're not on the field, court, or ice. You are on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it make them mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Good evening. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Coaching from the Couch, live from the WBGR Sports Network studios. I am your host, CWall, and welcome. This is my home. I don't know what it is. When I get on here, I get so goofy. It's probably because I'm getting ready to talk sports with all of my great and wonderful DC sports loving family and friends. So hello to everybody. I hope everyone that is in the DMV is safely traveling. It is pouring down raining outside right now. So sincerely hope you all are being safe out there. And if you are in the house watching, I need you to do me a huge favor. You already know what it is if you are one of my consistent viewers. That is, I need you to go to the share button. And I need you to share this show with all your DC sports loving family and friends. Because we got a lot to talk about. When do we not? We always got a lot to talk about when it comes to DC sports. But now we're going to kind of expand a bit because this is a very, very, very important day. It is extremely special. There's a lot going on right now, and you might be wondering, what is she talking about? But I'm going to tell you in a minute. First, let me tell you, my team is in the building. Aren't they always? Sabrina is here. Matt is here. Joy is here. They'll be taking your questions online. And when you hear voices in the background and any giggling and laughing out of any of my antics, then that is what it is. It's them laughing at me. So, at any rate, make sure you are sharing the show. And let's just go ahead on and get right into it. First things first, do you know what today is? Today is March Madness. And before I even get into the collegiate sports and all the things that goes on in March Madness, we had a little bit of March Madness right here in Prince George's County over the weekend because I must say congratulations to the Charles Herbert Flowers girls varsity basketball team. Kudos to you all. Congratulations on your state championship. Yeah. And oh yes, by the way, I did not forget about Eleanor Roosevelt High School boys varsity basketball team, 4A state champions. Congratulations, young ladies and young men. We are all very proud of you. You all know I have to get on my soapbox. Y'all know I have to get on my shout out to the coaches and shout out to the parents. Shout out to the village because you all matter and you all, their win is a win for you all as well. And it truly takes a village to pour into these children and make sure they're at practice on time and getting the skills training they need and all of those great and wonderful things. So kudos to all involved. Congratulations to you all. That was our first kind of, excitement into March Madness. That's when we felt the winning flow because of these young ladies and men. Now we're into the collegiate sports. I was going to talk about Georgetown, but guess what? I'm not. Guess what I'm not going to do? Talk about Georgetown. I'm not going to talk about Georgetown. They let me down. They hurt my feelings very bad. Remember last week, I was doing a whole I had a whole campaign going on for Georgetown in here last Thursday, waiting for them, and they made me so mad last week. I was sad as I don't know what, sitting out there watching them. I was like, this is bad, man. And I was sitting out there, those my guys, but that was pathetic. And so I had to say, I said, oh man. So we won't talk too much about them. We will talk about the Maryland Terrapins that just barely scraped by.
Hey, a W's a W.
Listen, a win is a win, and that is what the Maryland Terrapins men's basketball team did. Because let me tell you something, they almost went down, and they almost went down, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna do a live bracket thing, but just so nobody listen, transparency is key. That's one of my favorite words in life, is being transparent. We all family, right? So let me go ahead and tell y'all the truth. I picked Belmont on my bracket. I'm not ashamed. That doesn't mean that I don't love the Maryland Terrapins. Maryland had just been losing a lot, so I didn't trust it. I did not trust it. And Belmont, they got a player on their team. One second. Give me a minute. Dylan Windler. That boy, he's bad. He's good. He doing something. And he scored about a good he's mean. And I was like, I don't know if they gonna get it done today. Let me go head on and just won't nobody know but me. But guess what? I got people in my bracket group. They probably know. So I might as well snitch on myself. Yeah, I bet against them. Not in like real money, but just in like the ESPN tournament challenge money. Because my group, it's no money involved. But at the same token, let's talk about Maryland really quickly, in that freshman forward Jalen Smith, he ended up finishing with 19 points and 12 rebounds, and they ended up making it happen today. We were nervous. They were fighting for their life out there, but they ended up pulling it out. I think even Coach Turgeon was like, "Whoo!" You can see the relief. I had just finished getting my makeup done for the show, and I looked and I was like, "Oh, they won." Oh my gosh. So they get to play Saturday against LSU. They'll be taking on LSU. Do I have the time? I'm not sure if I have the time right here in front of me to share with you all. But they are the 6th seed. Saturday's game against the 3rd seed LSU. It should be a good one. I want Maryland to go far. Of course I do. Of course. And I think they have all of the talent in the world to go far. I mean, it would be a delight for them to be playing here at home for at least the Sweet 16 or Elite 8. Why not represent your people you here? So why not? So, I don't know, but I'm awfully excited that they were able to pull that out. Now, let me go ahead, since I shared with you all that I was going to do a live look at my bracket, because if anybody online did a bracket yet, my bracket don't look so bad. Let's see. Maybe I can't really see because I was like, my bracket is so messed up. And if anybody else did a bracket, please chime in. I'm going to tell you what just helped me out. I'm looking at one of my brackets here, and what I think really helped me out was that I picked Murray State. I picked Murray State over Marquette because they are that good. Murray State is good. They are one of those Cinderella teams. I want to be on the selection committee. If anybody knows how I can get on the selection committee, let me know. Because I'm serious. Because how they even doing this stuff? Kansas won. Okay, good for them. I already admitted and told myself that I picked Belmont, and good. I'm glad I got upset. Good. I'm not upset about that. I'm happy about that. Can't you tell? Florida State won. Good. Michigan State. Oh, I'm not doing so bad, y'all. I'm not doing... Hold on. Let me look at the bottom number. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm alive. I'm not at 100%. I'm not going to tell y'all my number, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that good either. One thing I'm also going to try to do, there's an entire science to bracket bracketology. They call it bracketology, and trying to figure out the rankings and what your score would be if a certain team loses. And so, I don't know, but I didn't do so bad. John says that he thinks he picked Murray State. I'm not sure, because John, you put your bracket. I don't know which group your bracket is in, my good friend. But hey, guess what? It's all good. We're gonna get better. We're gonna do better. Shout us out and let us know what you did in your bracket, because mine wasn't so bad. I don't feel so depressed now. I was doing kind of bad. If I hadn't bet against my Terps, I'll eat that one. If I didn't bet against my Terps, then I probably would have been in better shape. But since I did, and then, of course, the first upset of the day, Louisville getting beat by Minnesota. Now, I saw a couple people, shout out to Rob Coleman and my line sister Alicia Parks. They picked Minnesota in my bracket group. Rob, just shout out to you. That's not fair, because he's from Minnesota. He from there, so, but that's why I should have did what he did and picked my Terps still. So that's a lesson learned. I shouldn't have did that. But what I wanted to do, in honor of March Madness, I think it is so important, because this is a DC Sports Talk show, and we talk about the DMV and all of the great talent in every sport that we have here right in our backyard. And we have many men and women playing in this NCAA tournament, and I definitely want to shout them out. So we are going to take some time. And feel free, if these are your people, make sure you chime in and let us know that these are your folks, and go ahead and root for them, because we rooting for them. If our team don't make it, somebody from the home team gonna make it. Somebody's got to make it. It's somebody got to keep it alive. So that's how we find that angle on this show. This is what it's about. We're going to support the home team at all costs. So by the numbers, just to give y'all a little taste of it, for the women's bracket, the women's NCAA tournament, we got 33 ladies holding it down from the area in the tournament. They're in the big dance. Okay? 18 gentlemen in the big dance, all from this area. Somebody who know math. What's that? I can't. It's a lot. 33 and 18, it's a lot. It's a lot. There we go. This is why Matt is here. Sabrina didn't even try. I just put it out there. So we got representatives from Archbishop Carroll, Nicholas Fennell. He was a freshman at North Carolina Central. Of course, DeMatha's got alumni all up and through there. North Carolina Central sophomore Reggie Gardner Jr. and Nevada senior Corey Henson. Friendship Collegiate has an alumni, a junior at Temple, Alani Moore. Georgetown Prep has got a junior at Maryland, Travis Valmont. Old Dominion sophomore Lauren Brill. Merritt has a sophomore, Iowa. Luca Garza, Potomac, Murray State senior, Anthony Smith, St. Louis senior, Dion Wiley. Then Potomac in Virginia has a Nevada senior, Trey Porter. Sidwell Franz has a freshman at Villanova, Sadiq Bey. Oh yeah, it's a bunch. Eleanor Roosevelt alumni. There we got Elizabeth Seton alumni, a senior at Syracuse, Raven Fox. I know Raven. So yeah, Good Counsel has a junior at Towson, Mariah Gray, Bethune-Cookman senior, Ashani Hunt went to KIPP. We out here representing. Riverdale Baptist. Hold on. Riverdale Baptist has a whole basketball team that they can form and have a whole team in the tournament. They got their alumni, Baylor senior Chloe Jackson. This is for the ladies. Iowa State junior Nia Washington. Maryland junior Kayla Charles, Maryland freshman Shakira Austin, Miami senior Kayla Prather, Mississippi State junior Zion Campbell, Towson sophomore Jalen Holmes. Yeah, all that came up out of Riverdale Baptist. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here for it. That's what it's about right there. That was exciting. That made my whole daggone day. We can close the show out now. That was what's up. And that's what it's all about. So you all enjoy March Madness. Next week, the madness would have died down a little bit. I always tell people the first 2 rounds are the most fun for me, because you really don't know what's going to happen. And I laugh and joke about being on the selection committee. And the thing about that is, because once you get to like rankings 3 on down, you just don't know. You mean all of these programs are good, and some of these programs, they don't see each other. They don't play all season. So then they see each other in the tournament, and here we go. And it's like, wow, you had no idea. Like Murray State. Murray State been balling, though, all season long. So, yeah, I picked them to upset Marquette. And just like I said, Belmont. Yeah, I picked Belmont to upset Maryland because Belmont is just that good. And, I mean, that game was a good game. They put up a fight, but Maryland pulled it out, which I'm glad they did. But Belmont was definitely a team to watch that could have very easily been one of those Cinderella teams for this year's March Madness. So by next week, we'll be getting ready for the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. So hopefully we'll have some fun conversation regarding that and all of that. So we just can't wait. This is a great time of year. If you're out enjoying yourself at the bar watching the game, have fun, be safe driving. But that's what it's all about right there. That daggone March Madness. Can't y'all tell I'm excited? All right. We're going to move on to pro sports. Let's talk about the Nats really, really quickly. Opening day is next Thursday. Get excited. I need y'all to get excited about something else, too. I don't know if y'all have heard, but the word on the street is, this is, a little gossip, right? But the word on the street is the Phillies got busloads of people coming down here to the Nats Phillies game when Bryce come back. For what? What y'all want? What y'all coming here for? What you trying to do? Well, okay. All I'm saying is I need all my Nats fans to come out and be in full effect.
Philly fans are rough.
Because we don't want no problems. We don't want any problems down the yards. The yards is nice now, okay? We don't want no problems down the yards. But listen, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's all it is. Straight like that. Ain't nobody mad at Bryce. Bryce had to do what was best for him. It's like in a relationship. Do what's best for you. Okay? But don't come down here with all that foolishness talking about busloads of people.
They're not going to lose anyway.
Oh, because whomever is pitching is going to have nothing but fire and ice. That's right. Everything going at Bryce is going. It's coming in a blaze of fury. Oh, but look, don't y'all come down here, but Nats fans, I need y'all there, myself included. But I don't want no problems. I don't want any problems. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Do want to mention though, from a Nats perspective, that one of the things that folks were talking about regarding the Nats. When everyone was talking about, okay, in terms of signing Bryce, it was like, okay, we have to think future tense, and we need to sign Anthony Rendon. Well, those contract talks had been happening, then they have since stopped. So there's still some time. I mean, the season hasn't even started yet. They're still in spring training. The season officially starts next week, but everybody, I know, keep that in the back of your mind that the Nats really, want to sign him, and we'll see what happens. I mean, they did have a quote from Anthony Rendon that was kind of like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I hope it happens. So let's just keep our eye out on that. That'll be something to watch from a Nationals perspective as we go forward in the season. But get ready, opening day. I'm hoping, because this Thursday it rained all day, so I'm hoping for much better weather for opening day over here at Nats Park. So that'll be terrific. Now let me move on to the Capitals. The 2018 Stanley Cup champions. Now I have my arms crossed here because I don't know how I feel about the Capitals right now. I don't think I like them too much. I mean, they're okay. Everything is fine. But something is off to me. And I had to touch bases with a few of my diehard fellow Caps fans. One in particular, Mark Pinkard. And Mark, diehard Caps fan. Hope you're watching, Mark. And I told Mark, and I just shared what we thought. Right now, it doesn't look like. See, the thing about it is, in professional sports, and I know I don't have to tell you this, DC sports family, but people will figure you out, right? Absolutely. Once you become the team to beat, they'll figure you out, right? And the Caps went on that championship run. It was almost magical. Like, I look back at some of those games, and it's like I still I cannot believe they pulled that off, but they did. But this year, one key difference is the difference in coaching. Todd Reardon is not making the right adjustments when needed. And this is something that is a challenge for me, and just sharing that he's not making the right adjustments at the right times. And that's coming back to hurt him. Another thing that has bothered me over the years about the Caps is Braden Holtby. So Braden Holtby was like, he was the man last year. And I have been that person that in previous years, I'm like, man, Holtby he gets on my nerves so bad. But he killed it last year. I got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, he killed it to the point where I was going to write the man a letter and be like, I'm sorry for talking bad about you. That's how good he played. I was like, you know what? See, that's one thing y'all going to learn about me. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I had no problems admitting that. I'm totally okay with that. I want to be wrong about you, honestly. So I was wrong about him. But now I'm seeing where he's not getting the rebounds. He's looking a little off. He's not looking like he's got that championship look in his eyes. And we still got time. Let me not overreact at all, okay? But I still have to pay attention to these things because we're coming up on playoff season. We're coming in the Caps because they are the champs. They are still the champs until somebody else wins this year. If somebody else wins this year, there has to be the things like the coaching, and hope he's got to get that focus back. And then defensively, the Caps are just not looking like they are there. They need to clear out. They need to. It looks cluttered over there sometimes. Like they're just everywhere, and so they're looking a little. Ovi is Ovi. I brought him up just now because you have to bring up Ovi when you bring up the Caps, because he is the Caps. I mean, he's going to go in my book of DC sports athletes. He's going to go down as one of the best DC sports athletes ever, just because of what he's done in hockey as a sport, and now he is a champion. That's all he needed to do in my book was put that championship thing, put that stamp on him.
That's the signature.
That was it. That was the sign on the dotted line right there. Thank you for your service. Thank you. So he's done that. But he can't do it by himself. And I think one of the things that was so wonderful in seeing what we saw the Caps do last year was that they pulled together as a team. Yeah. Everybody played their position well. And that's not even like a pun intended or anything. It's just reality. Everybody killed it. And whatever they were supposed to do, everybody showed up. And even when they didn't, they quickly recovered. So I'm going back to the coaching and the adjustments. Those quick fixes were made in game, in periods. You would see it. You would be like, yeah, they got, oh God, it's looking bad. Oh no. The Caps would come back and try to address that issue. They would do it. You would see it in game. They were very responsive to weaknesses as well. And I'm just not seeing it. You know, if the playoffs started today, my Caps would be in trouble. They'd be in trouble. So, my Caps family, if you listening, I'm all for back-to-back. Because that's what Ovi said was going down, was back-to-back. But it don't look like back-to-back today. They got to do something about that. They might be hitting everybody with the rope-a-dope. They might be sitting up there like they might be playing possum, like my mom would say, over there playing possum. So they might be playing possum. I don't know. But I know I was been looking at the last few games and I was like, So I don't know. We gonna see.
Yeah, wait till showtime.
Wait till showtime. Wait till the lights come on. Because that's what some people do, though. You right about that. You right about that now, Matt. When the lights come on, it might be a totally different ball game. They might be like, look here. We got this. And then I'll eat my words. Which I always want to be wrong. But they just got to fix some stuff. They just got to fix some stuff. Because it ain't looking right. Redskins. I don't even know. Okay. Flip a coin. What are we gonna talk about with the Redskins? Hold on, let me think. Let me just it's because there's always so much you could talk about dealing with the Redskins. I was going to bring this up last week, and we ran out of time, and so we didn't get to it. So we're gonna go to it now, and basically talk about all the conversation around Landon Collins wearing the number 21. Now, I don't know if he even said he wanted to wear number 21. Honestly. Here's my thought on wearing number 21, which is Sean Taylor's jersey number. The number is not retired. I think that's the biggest issue. The number is not retired. If I'm thinking from an emotional perspective, which anybody who knows me in real life knows, I absolutely loved Sean Taylor. Like, non-negotiable. I got shoes with the man painted on them. Like my Sean Taylor chucks. I loved Sean Taylor, okay? I loved him in college. It's not no debate with me on that one. But his number isn't retired. My thought process is simply this. If I'm thinking from an emotional standpoint, of course not. I don't want anybody to wear that number. Absolutely not. But they need to retire. They need to make the number unavailable. As long as the number is available, then somebody can wear it. Now, my other thing is this. If they then my other thought process is this. If they retire 21, then go ahead and retire 36 too, because he wore both of them. And he was a beast in all of them as far as I'm concerned. But that's just me. You know, that is, and that's what this platform is for us to talk. And we've talked about with many fans about just what your thoughts are. And we all know Clinton Portis's thoughts, right? My man Clint, and of course, Clinton's going to be very adamant that absolutely not, I do not want to see anybody else wearing this jersey. And I totally get his perspective. I'm not questioning his perspective at all, because if I was him, I would feel the exact same way for many different reasons. Most notably, they were the best of friends. So, of course not. But at the same token, excuse me, Dan Snyder, you need to retire this number.
Absolutely.
Period. So that is non-negotiable. We ain't got to deal with this. We ain't got to talk about it. If I'm Landon Collins, I don't want the number, because it's too much weight on that 21. It comes with way too much weight. It comes with way too many expectations, and it I wouldn't even want it. I wouldn't even want that smoke. For real. That's just me. That's just me. But I don't know if anybody else in the room has any comments on that. But it's been a lot of chit chatter about it. I personally hope he does not wear it, and I hope he doesn't. But at the same token, I don't think it's wrong if he does. I just hope he does it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but there's so many other numbers out of respect that he what they could have gave him.
It's gonna cause,
especially when it comes to team morale.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be too much confusion that the last thing that we need to be beefing over is a jersey. Not belittling the importance of that jersey. I'm just saying, in context, there's way too much going on. I think we are almost at our time. Don't y'all hate when the time is up? I know I do. But at any rate, you all have a beautifully blessed night. I will see you all next Thursday.